When it's your turn to play, you must make one of 7 possible moves. Placing a bridge. You can place a bridge of any color in any unobstructed slot between any 2 stations on the board. The only exception is that no redundant bridge may ever be placed between 2 stations. A redundant bridge is a bridge of the same color going the same direction as another bridge. Bridges of the same color going opposite directions, or bridges of a different color, may always be placed. Reversing a bridge. You can reverse the direction of any bridge on the board as your move. The only restriction is the same as before. No redundant bridges may ever be on the board. This also means that if a pair of opposite pointing bridges of the same color is already in place between 2 stations, neither of them may be reversed. Placing a ring. You may place one of your rings on any station that is accessible via a partial legal path from your base post station. A partial legal path means that the sequence of bridges follows the path pattern and that any intermediate stations have enough rings on them for the path to pass through. An accessible station may hold up to 3 rings. You can place 1 ring per move. Keep in mind that while you can build a path as shown, this path here relies on a single white bridge that can be reversed by an opponent, rendering all the subsequent rings orphan. It's better to start by doubling up bridges before placing rings. That way, they can't be reversed. There's one important restriction. You may not place a ring on the station that is currently occupied by your own base post. Move a blocker. You can move one of your own colored blockers to any open slot between any 2 stations on the board. Remove a blocker. If there are at least 20 bridges on the board, you may remove one opponent's blocker from the board. Once a blocker has been removed, it is out of play for the remainder of the game. Remove a bridge. You may remove a bridge only if your own player piece occupies the highest position of any player pieces on the station on the destination point end of the bridge that you want to remove. Here, yellow's small ring is the highest positioned ring on the destination station of this bridge, so yellow can remove this bridge from the board. Base posts always count as the highest piece. So here, although purple has several rings on the station, yellow's base post entitles yellow to remove this bridge. Notice that doing so also renders purple's rings orphans, unconnected to purple's base post by a legal path, so they come off of the board. Relocate the base post. You can relocate your base post to any available station, provided that when the move is completed, you still have at least 1 legal ring on the board. Here, yellow moves their base post, but their rings are still supported by a path from the base post. You can move your base post to a station where your rings already reside, and those rings are legal. You can think of them as being supported by a 0-length path. However, a base post relocation which would result in losing your rings, like this one, is not allowed.